Hello students, welcome to second session of history class. In previous session, you learnt about manuscripts, inscription and decipherment. Now, next example, we are going to take off clayware. Clayware means pottery of that era. In this picture, I have a picture of pottery. This is an example of coin. Just check what kind of coin do we have today. We have a circular coins now. But this is a coin of Mohenjo-daro. In those era, they used these type of square or rectangular coins. If we find a coin, what it tells us about those era? That people know the use of commerce. It means those people know what was commerce. Okay? Or what kind of trade they people used to do. If we find a pottery, such kind of designed pottery, we can say they used to have craftsmen with skills. Now another thing comes here. Is history simply past? Is history simply past? Or is it pasts? Again I am repeating. Is history simply past or is it pasts? Then we say that it is not just past, but instead it is past. Several pasts. And also if we check the title of the book, it is Our Pasts. Our pasts, that is not telling about single past, particular one person or one civilization. We are talking about several pasts. We are talking about several pasts and several people living those civilization. For example, if we talk about civilization Mohenjo-daro, it is very famous name. It is nearby India or near the Indus Valley. When we say the Mohenjo-daro, we not only talk about only this civilization. We also talk about the people who are living in this civilization. And we say the people living in this civilization, it includes the craftsmen, the painters or the carpenters. It includes the leaders of those era. It includes the women, the merchants and all such kind of people. It is a long list. Then we can say it was not just a past of Mohenjo-daro. It is the past of those painters of those era, the leader, the women, the merchants of those era. Even it includes the kids of those era like you students. It's a map of India where we can see the several kind of civilization. The prominent ones there, we can see this particular one. It is the Indus Valley civilization. This one is the Indus Valley civilization where we see the Indus River. Where we can see the Indus River, the longest river. The people used to inhabit there near about 5,000 years ago. Near about 5,000 years ago. And then we have the lower India's area. In the central area, we have the Ganga river. By the near Ganga too, there is a civilization also. Now here is a Narmada river. There is also a civilization. So we do check all the areas. The archaeologists do excavate all these sites and then we get to know about all these. past. And then we just tell that what date we found of all these things. Now, the another thing we should read here, the date. What does the word date mean? When today someone asks that what date is today, we can simply say it 16 March 2013. It includes a date, that's a number of the month, then a month particularly, then the year. But when the archaeologists or historians find all these things, they are not sure whether which month or particular date the thing existed. But certainly they can precisely or not precisely but nearby or approximately they can say which year the thing is manufactured. Usually they write a word BC or AD after the year, for example 500 BC. When we say 500 BC, then it means 500 years before Christ. 500 years before Christ. And similarly, if we write AD, that is Anno Domini. That is Anno Domini. It means in the year of the Lord or in the year of the God. Now this particular two things, that is the BC and AD, are something that we mentioned after the years. For example, 500 BC and 500 AD. There is a difference between 1000 years approximately. Now the thing is, several people do not want the word Christ or the Lord to the used a while, writing the dates as they say that it has communal effect. It has communal effect. They do mention that it has a communal effect. When we say communal, it can tell us about religion or particularly community. So several of the historians, they do argue that they don't want to use such kind of things which mention the community, which is biased to the community. Hence they created another word for mentioning dates, which means BCE. BCE means before Common Era, CE Common Era, and then BP before present. For example, if we say 200 BC, then in terms of BP, it will be 2000 years of today. Or we can say today is 2013 year and plus BC, that 200 years before Christ. It comes out 2213 years. It will be called as 213 BP, that is 2200 years ago before present. So in other words, we can say BC is equal to BCE, AD is equal to CE. I hope this chapter is clear to all of you. Learn all the important terms of this chapter and be safe. Goodbye.